I put a hat on my iMac without thinking about it, didn't notice until I cleaned my office how handsome it looks. You look like the last ingredient in coleslaw. You look like an American character in a Japanese game. Kenji, wake up. Leave me alone, you're not my girlfriend anymore, but now I'm your stepmom. Man who spent £20,000 trying to look like David Beckham is now £14,000 in debt. Rami Malek always looks like he's trying to eat chips as quietly as possible. He looks like if a bird became a human but was still used to having a beak. One person sees a dark tunnel ahead, another person sees light at the end of the tunnel, the train conductor. If anyone could please help make this picture more headshot worthy, I would be so grateful. Thank you in advance. Today I learned that cows are best friends and get stressed when separated from them. Eat them together. Benny Blanco arriving to the Jennifer Hudson show set. He always looks like he just survived a plane crash. Why does looting make my start? I know this is weird, but the past few times I have been to a gun range it's made my start and I don't know why. Any help is appreciated. Poor aim. Can't stop thinking about this couple who had to make a fake lap for their clingy cat so they could get work done. Scarborough Hospital, main entrance, accidents, outpatients, cemetery, crematorium. Be afraid, you're not gonna make it. Hey Madison, I have noticed that your legs and arms are getting fatter. Please do some cardio because we men only like skinny girls. Your face is already perfect, but please, we love a thin-waisted girl. I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole if you paid me $1 million. Shut up, ma'am, respectfully, you about as bright as a black hole and twice as dense. Reasons to get a chameleon: they grab anything you give them. Look at him with his little sword. Anything small enough for them to hold. You should be good to go. From the old town of Poznan, does it imply what I think, or I just have a twisted mind? OP is getting a lot of hate, but I'm having the worst week of my life, and that is the first chuckle I have had in so long. I needed that so badly. I will embed to you. I hope knowing this cheers you up. What a gentleman. Me thinking I'm adopting a cute Elm Street kitten. The kitten introducing me to its gang of 12 at 3 AM. Lil Wayne with the police officer Uncle Bob who saved his life when he was 12 years old. Somebody give Lil Wayne a sock so he can be free. What do you want done with your remains when you pass? Assuming you're not immortal. Burn that shit, powder that shit, sell that shit as protein powder. Money does not matter to women. I would sooner date a high-tea Jimona making $300,000 a year than a loser tech founder making $1.5 million a year. Italian and Spanish, just pronounce it as it is written. English and French, no lol. English is literally written the way it's pronounced besides a few words. Trying to send a message to Sesame Street, the mob sends back Elmo in a box. Who would win? A human Seth gets lots of laughs. A human Seth gets lots of pathos. This is my vision. 4 strat types, 4 colors, gun, air, orbital and piss. Long ago the 4 nations lived together in harmony. My girlfriend didn't want me to adopt Stomp from the shelter because of his abnormally large feet. I paid no mind and now he has a happy home to live in. I might be schizophrenic. I swear while climbing on the ceiling to attack someone, I swear I heard it say Bandai Namco Games and I was so confused from it I stopped playing. Taxes are essentially just a yearly subscription to the country you live in, lol. Childhood is the free trial. This man is eating the biggest effing bologna sandwich known to man. The minimum wage cinema worker looking at me after I say, you ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken and then dump a vat of deep frying oil on it? Trump's actions suggest a willingness to compromise on key principles just to secure a deal with, which is a risky gamble. Just don't bring in politics. Damn, both my girlfriends keep accusing me of cheating. Where's the trust, fam? Trust issues. Come party on a real page. Why do AI company logos look like If you pay attention to AI company branding, you'll notice a pattern. 1. Circular shape, often with a gradient. Tariffs will finally bring some prices down, hopefully, like the iPhone. And Samsung phone $1,000 to $1,200 is ridiculous. Apologies for the very personal question, but were you homeschooled by a pigeon? Discover a new hobby. That's how you make a serial killer. Weezer member's wife by cops in lootout booked for attempted ladder. This story makes zero sense. It's like an out of breath toddler saw it and biked home to tell you about it. A fine example of sophisticated British humor. Pent. They are literally incompatible. They are not biologically designed for each other. This is what me and the boys biologically did to your mom last night. If you can't pray in English, please pray in your local language. Last Sunday I heard someone saying, "Lord, you are nothing without me." Imagine going to hell because of grammar. Ireland, English, Mark English. So today at the gym I thought my trainer was flirting with me when he asked for my number or to take a pic of me. Turns out he thought I resembled Buzz Lightyear and sent me this. You on steroids? He's barely on breakfast. Can I still make your mom jokes as a Buddhist, especially to like my friends who also make that kind of jokes among our group? Is this a signal? Let's hope he's hard, so his belly is coming. Good times ahead. Wait for the D. Get this man's D now. Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun. My dad used to sing this song to me, except he changed it to Sun. True story. Protanopia and deuteranopia makes it impossible to tell the difference between red and green. Why not use this inability to your advantage by becoming a cyclist? Because I'm happy. I'm emo, so could you please turn this shit off? Who's your favorite member of the seven? I have an fish. My mom would wake up early just to cut the crust off my sandwiches for lunch. She knew the crust was my favorite part. She hated me so much. F this school. Me hitting a nasty drift, forgetting I have a pet term in the bag. How can I make bro look less creepy? American cheese, European students, American students. If your username ends with 70, people will assume you are 48 years old, but if it is 69, you are definitely 12 years old. My friend's ends in 88 because that's the year he was born. Now everyone thinks he's an that's some serious shit. Yeah, it's a shame he's constantly being harassed and asked for it. Stay strong. Now wait a reffing second there, Buster. Bro spoke and my router crashed. What can make a man run away like this? It's not run, it's ran, because it's past tense. So does being fed or feeding someone else charge your growth magic? It means those are valid magical fuel. Including them in rituals will boost spells, yes. So you're telling me that lucking on someone's bobbies while casting a spell can make the spell stronger? 10 out of 10 magic system. Japan says it wants to join a NATO to command for the support of Ukraine. It's good to have the old gang back. Me, cuts down tree in Vietnam. The tree, toy get barn. Zoo temporarily closed after My Hero Academia fan attempts to frog the entire anime community. If you are above 28 and not married and you are celebrating your birthday as if you gave birth to a child, you should be insulted. Your name is an irony, right? A bad joke, like your folks were like, this baby looks foolish, let's name him Solomon. The only person Donnie ever hired who was actually qualified to do their job was Stormy Daniels. Horrific case of bullying at a pride parade. Very uncomfortable watch. The guy in red. I mean, definitely no room to talk. His head looking like a new dog lead. P3DOs. Any 15-year-old on Roblox or Discord. Oregon man on Crystal fights off 12 cops while baiting in bar. Beating them and beating the heat. Movie theaters are trying everything to bring audiences back. From pickleball to cocktail bars. I have a solution, but y'all don't wanna hear it. Why don't they just spin the patient in CT scan? Meanwhile, medical CT scanners use the gantry system and spin an X-ray source and detectors around a patient at high speed because rotating a patient at high speed is not practical. How everybody on the plane looks at me when they hear bomb has been planted. I'm playing COD Mobile. Best workout for abs, Navasana, Russian twist, Seth. You look like the kind of person to make pregnant furries out of a Desmos graphing calculator. 8-year-old cousin just asked everyone at the party if they want to play hide and freak. And what the F is hide and freak? Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary. Turkey about the dramatic decrease in their Armenian population between 1915 and 1917. Haha, I love my fans and their families. Dali. Okay, see you later. Pardon me while I mop up my drool. Likewise. If the Steel Ball Run anime doesn't get announced on April 12th, I will do whatever the top comment says. Grab someone's and call it a JoJo reference. Before my ID picture so when I get pulled over, I look normal. It's just a phase. So were all your marriages, Josh? Principles during an argument. Go back to Africa. Water bucket release as I pick kids in front of me at the cinema. I didn't say you can't stare. Never buying Gatorade again. £5 bucket of effing horse electrolytes from Tractor Supply. Never getting hungover again or being iron deficient. I'm the boss. Sipping on half of a horse dose and I feel great. My skin is effing tingling. When both the quiet kids accidentally pick the same day. Ted Cruz. Tariffs are a tax on consumers. I'm not a fan of lacking up taxes on American consumers. The guy on the left looks like he swallowed a bee while taking a shit. The fat man who fell off the roof of the nightclub was not a bouncer. Have you tried having a cup of tea and a vigorous walk? I don't embate. That thingy is a scam. Those ladies knows how to turn it off if they really want to. That gender would stop a day flow for any guy they are into. Your bio says everything I touch prospers. I assume you haven't touched your head in your life. Is this the comment of someone with a prospering brain? I will grant you 3 wishes. I wish the people who made smart devices that can only be used if they have Wi-Fi to get dry every day. Yeah, what the hell is up with that anyway? Good wish you still have 3 wishes. My dishwasher always complains about not having Wi-Fi, but I tell her that's a reward for when she's finished her chores and not before. 7-year-old me after a fresh trim and my mum told me that I'm going to break hearts. This end looks like bacteria.
Spare change, ma'am.